What up, guys? Chilling, dude. Shakira's over here. She's doing good. Hi. So, how's it going? I'm good. Oh. If you didn't see, yeah, he actually went on a little vacation, and I guess he was at the gift shop because he got back from his vacation, obviously, and ever since then, he was wearing that and he hasn't taken it off. So I don't know, you know, I don't want to be rude and I don't want to dig too deep because it seems like something's going on. So I don't know. I don't know how long he's gonna wear it. If if he thinks it was like some memorabilia from wherever he didn't even tell me where he went. I don't know if he was alone, if it was like a party, if someone was getting married. I have no idea. He just took off over the weekend and now he's back with this weird hat. So, I don't know, dude. I'll just keep my eye on him and I'll keep you guys posted. She's so weird. But I'm good. I'm pretty good. Pretty good, dude. And it was weird because over the weekend, I actually. My sleep. eh, My sleep was weird because it was like sporadic. But I was like getting enough sleep in couple hour, 3 hour chunks at different times. But throughout the weekend, every time I slept, I almost couldn't remember when I fell asleep and then had no dreams at all. And then when I woke up, I couldn't tell if I fell asleep or if I was just trying to lay there and get to the point where I could fall asleep. But after I would open my eyes again, I would feel a little rested. So, so I don't know, but it was like that all weekend. But then I did sleep before I went to work, and it felt like a little different sleep. I don't know what that means, but it felt like a little different sleep. I could recollect a little bit more of anything happening with dreams. I didn't really remember any of it though. So that one, it seems like it should continue that process tonight and hopefully get better. But after the sleep, after I got rested and went through the weekend and had some fun, had some good times, and now I feel good. I feel centered. I feel recollected. That's not the word I was. Collected. Calm, cool, and collected. That is a word? I. That might be. Well, no, I've said collected a lot more, but not in that way. You know? Just talking about objects. I've definitely used collected a lot, but like to talk about an abstract thing that you're doing with your emotional whatever going on, rarely use collected. So that's why I had a verbal typo, okay? Sorry. And I mean, the only things I really saw, I didn't pay much attention to anything happening on any types of social medias really much over the weekend, but I did see the only two things that I actually remember when I was scrolling through stuff is that Mitch McConnell most likely, perhaps, probably died, and they're like covering it up and saying, "Nah, he's good. He's in the hospital. He's in the hospice care. He's fine." But that happened, and then Sidney Graham died. So, you know, when people choose a occupation in life, and that occupation consists of taking a lot of compensation in form of donations from a lot of people with big pockets, and then they basically give you the money so you can just kind of say whatever they want you to say because they paid you. You know how sometimes you'll do that in your life and then you'll die? So, Sidney Graham was that guy. But, you know, yep. Well, you know what, dude? Eh, I mean, I'll probably talk about it later, but there's some, there's something that has been, well, is it this? Is it this? It might be that. It's like that, oh, it was that, maybe that thing. I mean, I wanted to talk about another thing, and I started to, and then I'm being so coy and cryptic about everything that I just said, so I might as well, if I'm gonna do that right now, I guess I'll just not even talk about it. You know? I think that's the way you should be with a lot of things, because that people do that way too much, where they just start talking about a bunch of shit, and they don't actually say the thing. They're like, oh, it's this and this and this and this and this. Like, what? I can't tell you. Happens so much in the UFO community, right? And I mean, I guess I probably even do it to a certain degree, but also not. Here's what it is. There's like ways to address things and like communicate certain things that are maybe not so black and white, or maybe you don't have solid hard evidence for it. Like, there's a way to talk about this shit without, you know what it is too? It's a combination of a lot of these people that I'm talking about have so much confidence in the thing they're telling you about that they can't prove in any type of way. It's like they'll make the wildest claims about the wildest shit, and it's literally just, trust me, bro. Not like, oh yeah, well look at what happened over here, and then this thing happened to me directly, but then this friend that I had kind of corroborated it, and now look at the whole thing of the pattern. It's just this happened and this happened, and this guy told me that it happened, and he showed me a picture. Have you ever seen anything or yourself or nope? Oh, who was this guy? Don't know. He walked in about 2 o'clock on a Tuesday, and he had on a uniform, and they let him in, and he was outside my office, so I just assumed that he should be there because he looked like he had authority and it made sense, and so I let him in, and then he just started telling me all of this shit and probably put a bug in my office. So, as far as I can tell, it's real. And this is what he said. uh, but, alright, dude. I gotta eat some shit. And, yeah. Take it easy. Grizzly Martian out. Peace.